ICC ODI World Cup has reached Bangalore, and this is the first match in Chinnaswamy where Australia and Pakistan are going to take on each other. And today, especially, Australia and Pakistan are here, so we have Pratyay and Gauri as well in Bangalore to discuss about the same. First of all, Gauri and Pratyay, how's your experience in Bangalore? And are you excited for this match particularly because it's Chinnaswamy's first match as well? Pratyay, I would like to ask you this question first. I think there is some internet issues. Gauri, can you answer this first?
Yeah, I think Rachi, I think the tournament has been going great, and there has been great noise and buzz around the tournament, and especially when it's coming to Chinnaswamy, Bangalore. You know how loyal the fan base has been here, whether it's when it comes to supporting RCB or whether it is coming to support the World Cup matches. So I think great enthusiasm, great pomp and show can be expected from the city, and it's Chinnaswamy's first match from the World Cup. So I think we can definitely expect a big contest and a big fan base right here in Bangalore.
राइट और आज ये मुकाबला और इसका टॉस हो चुका है. पाकिस्तान इज ऑप्टेड टू बोल फर्स्ट व्हिच इज लाइक अ ग्रेट डिसीजन बिकॉज चिन्नास्वामी में चेस करना हमेशा कहा जाता है कि इट इज ऑलवेज गुड डिसीजन बिकॉज चिन्नास्वामी इज लाइक वन ऑफ द दोज ट्रैक्स ऑफ इंडिया जहां पर आप बहुत सारे रन बनते हुए देखते हैं, जहां पर इतना सपोर्ट नहीं मिलता बॉलर्स को. हमने बहुत बड़े बड़े स्कोर्स होते हुए देखे हैं. Pratyay, you are back as well. How excited are you to see this match Australia-Pakistan in Chinnaswamy, especially the first match of Chinnaswamy? Because Bangaloreans are quite excited. Tickets again नहीं मिल रहे हैं. जैसा हम सब
definitely a very big game.
Yeah.
Well, yes, definitely a very big game for both the sides because Australia haven't had the best of starts, and Pakistan also coming into this game after a massive defeat against India. So I think both of them kind of desperate to get their campaign back on track. And I think it's very little which separates the two sides at the moment, not to mention the ground, which is very unpredictable. So I think overall, if you see, still a balanced setup. But I think that both the teams would want to, secure those 2 points because it's still early in the tournament and you don't want yourself to be in situations where you will have to rely upon other results. Right now, both the teams still have everything in their hands. So if they keep on winning from here, they still will have their fates in their own hands. So they don't want to lose out too many games at the start and make things difficult for themselves towards the fag end of the tournament.
Achha, Gauri, very rarely we discuss about Australia's concerns because they are like unable to register some good wins जिसके लिए वो known है. पॉइंट्स टेबल पर नीचे हैं, हम लोग कभी उनको देखते नहीं है. दिस इज ऑल्सो अगेन वेरी रेयर. और इस टूर्नामेंट में बहुत कुछ ऐसा हो रहा है जो हम लोगों ने पहले कभी नहीं देखा. बट आई थिंक फॉर ऑस्ट्रेलियाज एंड अगर हम बात करें सो पर्टिकुलरली क्या है ऐसा जिस पर आज वो फोकस करके इस मुकाबले को अपने नाम कर सकते हैं, या ऐसी क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है, कंसर्न्स है जिससे ऑस्ट्रेलिया डील कर रहा है सो दैट वो उनको आगे हैम्पर ना करे?
See, Rachi, I think Australia definitely, when we talk about the game, they have been the giants in the game, because winning 5 World Cups has not been, easy task. And especially when they had not the result in their favor in the opening 2 matches, we were never expecting that this will just keep on going. We were knowing that one day the comeback is going to come, and even all the countries were also aware, once they make the comeback, there might be no stopping, given how they have been playing. So I think when we talk about the concerns people have been, and there have been talks about like they have lacked some kind of a bit of competitive spirit in the opening 2 matches. They have not just given their best. Also there have been talks about since it's happening in World Cup is happening in India, people are talking and pressing on the concerns of playing an extra spinner or the quality like spinners always. But when you see Australia, they'll have to go with Adam Zampa. When you see, and then he was also struggling to be among wickets. So I think that is one thing they'll be looking to just improve upon, especially when he's struggling with back issues also, Zampa. So I think this is something they'll try to improve on, and will actually have to come up as and put up a show as a unit so that they make the things in their favor. Because going on from here, they've already lost 2. I think they won't be easy enough to just let go of matches from now on, because every match becomes important.
एवरी मैच फॉर देम इज लाइक डू और डाई. जैसे कि पैट कमिंस ने भी बोला था कि हम हर मैच को ऐसे ही कंसिडर कर रहे हैं बिकॉज राइट नाउ अगर आप पॉइंट्स लूज आउट करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली हो सकता है कि आगे और मैचेस जैसे बढ़े आप टूर्नामेंट आपके लिए और डिफिकल्ट होता चला जाए. और कोई भी टीम अपने आप को ऐसी पोजीशन पे देखना नहीं चाहती जहां पर वो उन पर प्रेशर आ जाए कि यू हैव टू विन दिस गेम एल्स यू आर आउट ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट. बट लेट्स टेक अ लुक एट द पिच रिपोर्ट ऑफ एम चिन्नास्वामी एज वेल. चिन्नास्वामी का स्टेडियम वैसे तो हम सब जानते हैं, बट जो पिच रिपोर्ट है वो ये कहती है कि इट इज अ बैटिंग पैराडाइज इन लिमिटेड ओवर क्रिकेट with many big scores being posted and chased down with ease. The team winning the toss should likely to look to bat second on this track. Pacers have claimed 195 wickets, while spinners have taken 113 wickets in 26 ODIs at this ground, batting first 11 times while chasing 1 in 12 matches. So पिच रेडी है बैंगलोर के चिन्ना स्वामी की, तो कोशिश की गई है जिस तरीके से ये पिच क्रिएट की गई है ऑस्ट्रेलिया और पाकिस्तान दोनों का गेम प्ले उसके हिसाब से तो नहीं है, बिकॉज दोनों ही बहुत डिफरेंट कंडीशन से आते हैं। बट स्पेसिफिकली पाकिस्तान की बात करेंगे प्रत्यय, अभी हमने रिसेंट में न्यूज भी सुनी थी कि वायरल फीवर हिट कर गया है पाकिस्तान की टीम को जब से वो बैंगलोर पहुंचे हैं। आई एम श्योर इंडिया में जिस तरीके से आप डिफरेंट डिफरेंट रीजन में जाते हैं आपको डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वेदर देखने को मिलता है, और इस वक्त कर्नाटका बैंगलोर में स्पेसिफिकली वायरल फीवर का काफी ज्यादा प्रकोप भी है। सो पाकिस्तान की तरफ से इवन उसामा मीर जो कि इससे काफी मतलब उनको फीवर आया था, तो उनको अभी बैठाया गया उनकी जगह शादाब स्किन, बट बाकी के जो प्लेयर्स हैं उनको भी हिट हुआ था, दो दे आर बैक एंड दे आर ऑलरेडी रिकवर्ड। बट क्या आपको लगता है कि आफ्टर कमिंग बैक फ्रॉम सच वायरल फीवर व्हिच इज नॉट दैट बिग ऑफ अ थिंग बट एटलीस्ट यू फील वीक, so do you think कि full throttle में पाकिस्तान ready होगी to face Australia at that too in this important match?
Well, definitely they have to be. They are professionals and they are playing at the highest level. It's the World Cup. There's nothing bigger than this. Of course, as a professional and as an elite sports person, you have to be ready for these challenges. But I think apart from the off-field issues, these health concerns and all of these are not exactly in your hands. But what kind of conduct you have on the field, what kind of cricket you are playing, which is something is a controllable. And I think to that extent, Pakistan will have to forget the loss against India, because whenever they lose against India, there's a lot more talk. It's one of the most big ticket games, very high billing, and the manner in which they lost the game. It wasn't just about losing the game. The manner in which they lost that collapse from a position of strength when they were looking well set. The runs were being coming from the top order, but then suddenly collapsing and losing out a game in one of the most one-sided fashions. So it becomes all that more important for the sides to just forget whatever has happened and try to put your best foot forward in this particular game. And Australia, of course, I mean, yes, a lot of people are perhaps not rating them as highly because of a lot of issues. Adam Zampa hasn't looked like himself. Injury concerns have kind of toned down their spinners because there's no Travis Head, there's no Ashton Agar, so spinners have been a bit of concern. And if Glenn Maxwell is looking a better spinner than Adam Zampa, then you know that your spin contingent is not firing at its best. So overall, as a setup, if you see, despite there being a lot of match winners in that side, you will feel that Australia are suddenly not looking as threatening as perhaps we thought them to be. Because before the World Cup, Australia is one team which, whenever you talk about the predictions that who are going to be your top four, it's almost a default pick. You almost name Australia without even thinking for a moment, because it is that consistent a team. Winning 5 World Cups can't be a fluke. Winning 5 World Cups can't be just a joke. So of course, it is a side which has stood the test of time. It has had players who have been absolute legends of the game. But then suddenly, when you start to lose the game, and the manner in which Australia lost, warm-ups were good for them. Netherlands, it was a rain-curtailed game. They defeated Pakistan. But then once the main tournament has arrived, they haven't really looked at their threatening best. So I think it is about players to strike form, and I think none better a venue. I mean, if you're a batter and if you're struggling for form, I think Bangalore is where you would want to be at, because this is one of the truest of surfaces. It's a short ground. The boundary dimensions aren't really big. So if you're short on runs, this is your best opportunity. So I think whichever chinks are at least concerned in the batting for both the sides, because even Pakistan, if you look at the top order, Babar Azam hasn't really got too many runs ever since he scored that 150 against Nepal in the Asia Cup. So his form has been a concern. The opening combination has for Pakistan has also been tweaked with Fakhar Zaman not firing. So it's a case where on both the sides you will find batters who are short of runs, and I think this is the best venue for them to get back amongst the runs and form.
Definitely, that is a good time to come back in form. और जितने भी players हैं उनको चिन्ना स्वामी ग्राउंड आई एम श्योर बहुत हेल्प करेगा, specifically batters, not the bowlers. But yeah, let's take a look at the players to watch out of both the ends. As if we talk about Australia, definitely that is Steve Smith, whose career says he has played 148 matches, 5,119 runs he has scored, 30 50s, 12 hundreds, 164 his highest. Now we talk about Pakistan's end, so yeah, there is one player, Babar Azam, whether he is in form in the recent time or not, but definitely he's one player whom we expect every time whenever he plays that he's going to score some runs for the team, and he definitely has done it so many times. So this match as well, he's going to be the player to watch out from Pakistan's end. Now Gauri, for Australia and Pakistan, CricTracker की तरफ से it's Steve Smith and Babar Azam. Which two other players do you think from both the teams can be the player to watch out for?
I think Raji, definitely given the last match और जैसा top orders हम expect कर सकते from Australia. I think Mitch Marsh can be one player from Australia's end, and from since Pakistan From there, and I think if pace is something that is being supported on Chinnaswamy's ground, I think Shaheen Afridi is someone, definitely one person, whom Pakistan supporters will definitely be rooting for, and he's the one person from whom you would like or maybe see the kind of performance that he's known to give. So I think these two players can definitely be the one. Otherwise, if you are seeing expected to see some run fest kind of things there, then of course Australia, you see top orders. You definitely want David Warner, Steve Smith, the likes of these giant batters to always score runs, because it's always a great sight. When those scores are being made from these batters, you always want these players to score runs, as people like Virat Kohli to just score plenty of runs. Same in the same manner, Australia is also, people want David Warner or Steve Smith to be among runs. And just for Pakistan, if we see high scoring contests, one definitely want to see something great and big coming from Babar and Rizwan. So I think these can be the players whom we can watch in the today's contest.
Right. Pratyay, your pick other than Steve Smith and Babar Azam? Please. I think there is some internet issues. Pratyay, am I audible to you?
I think it's hanging on his end.
Okay, we'll take Pratyay's opinion afterwards. Let me show you the playing 11 of Australia and Pakistan. So if you see the combination of Australia today, that is going to be Mitchell Marsh, David Warner, Steve Smith, Marnus Labuschagne, Josh Inglis, Glenn Maxwell, Marcus Stoinis, Mitchell Starc, Pat Cummins, the captain, Adam Zampa, and Josh Hazelwood. Now, if you go to Pakistan's, and then that is the combination says Abdullah Shafiq, Imam ul Haq, Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan, Saud Shakil, Iftikhar Ahmed, Usama Mir, Mohammad Nawaz, Hassan Ali, Shaheen Afridi and Haris Rauf. So ये कॉम्बिनेशन लेकर के दोनों ही टीम्स आज एक दूसरे के आमने सामने होंगे चिन्नास्वामी में. Now एक बार देख लेते हैं social tracker as well, what people are talking about this particular match on social media. So this is the first tweet. Bowling coach Modi Mokal said Shaheen Afridi was down due to viral flu, but he looked fantastic in the nets and I'm looking forward to Shaheen to bounce back. और हम सभी ये प्रे करेंगे कि शाहीन शाह अफरीदी डेफिनेटली वायरल फीवर से वापस भी कर चुके हैं, क्योंकि वो प्लेइंग 11 का पार्ट है. बट हाँ, वो आने वाले इस मुकाबले में उनको पूरी हेल्थ मिले और वो पूरे जोश के साथ खेले. अब देखते हैं अगला ट्वीट. The last time Pakistan faced Australia in the ICC Cricket World Cup match, this legendary meme was born. और आई थिंक गौरी, ये मीम हम सब जानते हैं, ये कितना रिलेटेबल मीम है. एवरी टाइम व्हेनेवर पाकिस्तान प्लेज, हम हमेशा इस मीम के ऊपर ही बात करते हैं, बिकॉज लाइक हम सब रिलेट करते हैं इस मीम से पर्टिकुलरली, बिकॉज जिस तरीके से ये एक्सप्रेसिव है, जितना एक्सप्रेसिव है हमेशा परफॉर्मेंस होती है. बट आई एम होपिंग
about this, I think about this meme, it's so much the person isn't saying anything, it's just standing in one particular pose, but that particular pose and face says everything from that person. He's saying it's such a disappointment kind of face, because then it's not Pakistan. If it's any match in the world, if any T20 also game in the world, be it IPL, BBL, whatever it is, something disappointing is happening, and something happening which was expected, and it's something completely contrasting is happening. This face you'll definitely see. So it's just saying everything without saying anything at all.
Right. Pratyay has missed out this meme. Pratyay, we were showing this tweet the last time Pakistan faced Australia in the ICC ODI ICC Cricket World Cup match. This legendary meme was born, and we all remember this meme, and we can relate to this meme in many situations, specifically cricket, because हम लोगों ने इसको बहुत जगह यूज होते हुए देखा है. So आपको Pratyay ये meme याद है? आपको याद है जिस तरीके से इसका यूज हुआ है पाकिस्तान के स्पेसिफिकली इस फैन का फेस?
बिल्कुल भूलने हमें कभी दिया ही नहीं गया ये मीम, because it has become such a viral one that no matter what the situation, every one of us I feel have also used it somewhere down the line. But I think that as a Pakistani supporter, you would definitely not want something like that to happen again, because right now, like we said, Australia have lost 2 and they have won only 1. Pakistan are still ahead on points table, and
Right.
like we discussed, it's if you talk about strictly on the cricketing front, Australia are not looking that good a side. So I think if Pakistan, of course, overall, if you see historically, it is not a side which Pakistan have been able to dominate. But given the fact that they have won the toss, they are chasing again, which is again something which is in their favor. And overall, on form perspective as well, if you see Australia, they're not looking the strongest side. So I think Pakistan should definitely try and back themselves. Not to forget the fact that they have made one change as well, Shadab Khan out. So I think that is another step in the right direction, because runs or wickets both were not really coming for him as much as Pakistan would have wanted from him. So I think they have, they are showing, because he's also a vice captain. So dropping him is kind of giving a statement. So Pakistan are doing the right things. They are in the right space, I feel. Despite the loss, I think they are trying to bring in the bring in the right combinations and right player. And overall, if you see, I think since they are chasing, they would want to take that advantage into their favor and definitely not expect another such meme-worthy content to be generated in this match.
डेफिनेटली बिकॉज जहां मौका मिलेगा यहाँ मीमर्स को वो डेफिनेटली इस मीम को यूज करेंगे बिकॉज दिस हैज अ हिस्ट्री एंड कनेक्शन ऑफ बोथ द टीम्स. नाउ लेट्स टेक अ लुक एट अनदर ट्वीट ऑफ social tracker of this particular match. The last time Australia and Pakistan met in World Cup 2019, David Warner smashed 107 runs and helped Australia win the match by 41 runs. और ये मुकाबला 2019 का भी हम सभी को याद है ऑस्ट्रेलिया और पाकिस्तान के बीच में. एंड आई एम श्योर कि ये मुकाबला काफी इंटरेस्टिंग भी आज होने वाला है बिकॉज डेविड वार्नर से हमें एक्सपेक्टेशन है, स्टीव स्मिथ से एक्सपेक्टेशन है. बाबर आजम दो अभी रिसेंट में इतना वो स्कोर नहीं किए हैं बट उनसे उम्मीद रहेगी. और आज सिंस ये बैटिंग पैराडाइज है तो फिर पाकिस्तान की तरफ से अभी तक दो नाम ही आ रहे थे विच वॉज बाबर आजम एंड मोहम्मद रिजवान. शायद हो सकता है कि उनकी बैटिंग लाइनअप को आज हेल्प मिले और हमें ओपनर्स की तरफ से एक बड़ी इनिंग देखने को मिले. सो ऑल इन ऑल ये मुकाबला आज छोड़ना नहीं है फैंस को बिकॉज आपको यहाँ पर बहुत कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग अपडेट्स और बहुत सारी इंटरेस्टिंग क्रिकेट देखने को मिल सकता है. सो डोंट मिस आउट ऑन दिस. अभी से 10 मिनट में ये मुकाबला शुरू होगा. नेशनल एंथम की बारी आने वाली है. तब तक बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया गौरी और प्रत्यय मुझे ज्वाइन करने के लिए यहाँ पे और ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल वाज वॉचिंग दिस शो. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग. मैच के बाद हम फिर लौटेंगे, डिस्कस करेंगे मोर एंड मोर अबाउट क्रिकेट. कीप वॉचिंग क्रिक ट्रैकर्स इंडिया शो.